Okay, Tekken 8 Season 2 has wrapped up with all its DLC, and we are now just waiting for the balance changes at the start of the new season, Season 3, and its roster of characters. Now, I just want to give my personal opinion on the system mechanics in the game and how the gameplay flows generally in matches and how it could definitely be better. Because there are some people who are still saying, oh, let's just wait till Tekken 9 or Tekken Tag 3. Because Tekken 8 fumbled, and I'm just sitting there thinking, nah, the potential is here, it just needed more time to be refined. Let's actually start with the Rage Art. In its current state, it allows you to trigger a limit drive mode, or limit break style mode, whenever your health bar falls below a certain point. And honestly, my problem with this is that because of the recoverable health in the game, it allows you to be in this state and deal extra damage and get above the threshold in which you are allowed to be in range. What I am trying to say is you should only be able to do those things when within Rage Art health range. Not have instances where you can go up to half health bar and have access to a one button super attack and additional damage when you are no longer in a limit break critical adrenaline do or die state. I don't think that's too unreasonable to ask. Now I'm gonna move on to the next system mechanic, and that's heat. Simply put, I am not the first to suggest this one, and I won't be the last. I hope they playtest round start no access to heat for at least 6 or maybe 8 seconds. Generally speaking, most of the playbase is not using heat as efficiently every round as they would like, and they did nerf chip damage and you can feel it. And by the way, I will touch upon chip damage in a little bit because I still don't feel they understand why it's even in the game really. But I mean, heat overall is just not in a good spot. The direction for it can go in so many different ways to rework it and rebalance it, but as it stands, it is just there to spice up the game to be more, you know. Side note, let's keep Kuma's Power Crush Heat Engager in the game and Steve's somewhat Power Crush Heat Engager, please and thank you. Now, let's talk risk-reward with the heat systems. As it stands, characters are currently doing a heat smash and it triggers a stage hazard, either a wall break or a floor break or blast or whatever, right? So giving a full combo off of 50-ish to 60 damage combo starter. I get it's from heat, so the attack has to be powerful, but the risk reward is so one-sided. If I block any of these heat smashes, either the plus frames are too high, and depending on where I am on the stage, wall will cause stagger, and DLC characters, in some cases, Clives, can also have a cinematic shield where you can't whiff punish it, or Busted Anna can high crush at 13 frames. No parry, heat smash crushes power crush, and they're all hard to whiff punish consistently. So the way I would go about balancing this is just make all heat smashes, besides low heat smash, should be frame advantage 0 on block, and be able to parry the heat smash. Just because the heat smash breaks walls and floors into full combo, with strong tail spins and wall carry, it's too much, you know? Your back is to the wall, throw this out, might as well. And that brings me on to my next point of heat. The moves they added. They added a bunch in Season 2 and pretty much all just buffed every character because it's just extra plus frames really. So, okay, I guess heat has to be strong. That's the whole purpose of it, right? To spice up the game, I guess. But the way I would go about reworking these moves is that if you do a parry of any kind, you get the heat back. Not if you're successfully inputting a heat move and your opponent gets hit and you regain heat, that is wrong. The move was already strong, why get the chance to do it again so easily? This makes the person in heat feel kinda scummy for getting to use this super move. They are playing a party game. All I'm saying is, you can keep the moves with their plus frames on block. As far as I can tell, chip damage got nerfed in Season 2, and the quicker they get themselves out of heat, and I do not have to worry about heat smash, cool. But right now, I have to worry about both of those things. I do have to worry about super safe strong heat smash and plus frame moves on block, resetting the heat timer just for getting hit by them. My final message on the discussion of heat is that maybe only the next 6 attacks, or I don't know, 8, can be chip damage on block, guaranteed, and then everything else on that isn't necessarily a chip damage on block move unless it already did chip damage on block outside of heat. Even though this chip damage mechanic got nerfed, that does not mean that it should be happening as often as it does. Like I said earlier, how I said I was going to touch upon the topic of chip damage, why are you even having the chance to recover health when I land a successful combo on you? Usually, it should be, if I'm launching you, it means you messed up somewhere. Maybe a whiff punish, or you did a mid-high string that was unsafe, and you didn't hit confirm, or something like that. I want to feel like I earned my victory through hitting someone who was not blocking. Makes me feel less lucky, which, great. Now, the final topic I want to touch upon is character unique moves. Now, what do I mean by this? I do not mean character identity, like Asuka being more defensive and my boy Steve being the counter-punching paragon again. Instead, what I mean is, in Season 2, they started and ended the DLC characters with unique attacks that can apply debuffs and power crush breaks outside of Heat Smash, and breaking throws into counterattack wall jumping, the only exception being Armor King. Maybe you can argue guaranteed throws off of a raw poison mist, but this is something he has always had, but I guess it adds to the conversation if you want. And I just feel like this sort of stuff in the game for this year has gone under the radar a little bit. I still believe Marduk will come in Season 3, and then imagine if he introduces, I don't know, he lands a counter hit throw and you fail to break it, and you then now for the rest of the round your Rage Art gets a debuff, or he just straight up removes your ability to Rage Art altogether. They need to go back to character identity and not add system mechanics specifically tied to unique characters, because it should always be rock, paper, scissors with layered mind games between opponents. Rock being the low attacks, the paper being the mid attacks, and the scissors being the throw to counter blocking. All this other stuff I mentioned in this video added on top of this just makes it more 50-50.
だから50-50じゃなくなる場面が多いよね。
Are you sure about that?
And I know 50-50 fighting games because I play Gang Beasts with my brother all the time. So, bottom line, character unique attacks gotta go. That system mechanic can never truly, honestly, respectfully, it can just never be reworked to be a good thing long term for the health of Tekken 8. Especially if they gave it to every character in the game. Like how they've tried to give even more characters these, what did they call it? Installs? Stacks? Tokens? Whatever. It's not gonna work. So yeah, there you have it, my take on Tekken 8's current system mechanics. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Leave a like on the video if you enjoyed.